Air way too early for the fake. This that real game for real bros. No DECAFF, no cap. Welcome to Shogun Bros, no DECAFF. Live every weekday, 6:30 in the morning, Central Time. Did you hear what I said? Central Time. We talk dogs, stud line building to yard work, from stud talk to the truth behind the pups. This ain't no highlight reel. It's how you really build legacy. Shogun Bros, no DECAFF. Pull up, pull up, handle yours. This ain't just content. It's culture. Welcome to the cookout with Toyo, where family vibes meet front porch truth. No scripts, no filters, just heart, heat, and hot plates. Ooh. Step up with elevated perspective, with elevated game for grown men and women building mind, spirit, and vision. And men at work with pimps over simps. Choice. Real convos, no cap, all purpose for the men behind the mission. 3 shows, 1 network, all gas, no DECAFF. Put no creamer in my man. Look, Shogun Unlimited, man. Press play and get, man. Come on, press play, press play.
Hey, Central.
Yeah, buddy. What it do, Big A?
Hey, man, what's going down, bro?
Man, it's going down like it's a whale in the boat. That's what's going down. It's going down.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, it's going down.
Yeah, man. You know what it is, man. It is Wednesday. You want to hit them with that, with the digital dog show talk, man?
Yeah, I'm gonna start off with breaking it down for y'all, man. So the first thing this morning is a dog of the week. Dog of the week is a weekly competition we do here at Samurai Kennels. Actually, Shogun Unlimited, but Samurai Kennels host it. And what we do is we accept still photos, singular still photos, and all you have to do is put the dog's name and method of payment, Cash App, method of payment on there, and just send it in. And then we take the dogs and we vote on them here live on Friday mornings. You know what I'm saying? The same time. You know what I'm saying? That's 4:30 Pacific Standard Time in the morning, Monday through Friday. All right. Dog of the week link is in the chat. I'm gonna put it on the screen real quick. That's a WhatsApp hyperlink. If you click on that hyperlink, it's gonna take you to a WhatsApp, and you're gonna be added to the WhatsApp. All right. That's how that works. Drop a picture in there, name of the animal, and the Cash App you want to be paid at. I use Cash App. I'm not changing what I use. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what I use. I also have T-shirts and stuff available on my website, but the payouts for the dog of the week is kind of small. Digital Dog Show, we give away free T-shirts and stuff like that as well. Mentioning the Digital Dog Show, our Digital Dog Show is our monthly competition. That competition is a video format, up to 2-minute video of your dog. You want to show their teeth, you want to show them walking, running, and doing. If they do work, show them doing some work. You know what I'm saying? They don't just have to be standing around in the show ring to do that. And you send those in. That requires 5 pieces of information: the name that you want associated with the dog, your kennel name or whatever it is you have, the dog's gender, the dog's age, and a method of payment, Cash App, to cash you out when you win, right? So you send that in. Entries for all of our stuff is free. So you don't have to worry about like fees and all that stuff. I need you to just watch the videos. You can search our archive of videos, how to enter the Digital Dog Show. There's another video called Digital Dog Show Reference that has video references of how we expect the entries to look. And I'm actually gonna play y'all one of our old videos real quick this morning, just to give y'all like a glimpse of the expectation of a video, of what I would consider a decent video for the Digital Dog Show. Check it out, and we're gonna get right to the show.
Your submission must include a frontal view of the dog, get the best one you can, a side view of the dog, best angle possible, a proof of scissor bite and healthy teeth and gums, a video of the dog walking to demonstrate proper gait. Gait is the movement of the dog to ensure that it is light and springy as the American Pit Bull Terrier should be. Then you can finish off the video by showing your dog doing any types of work that you want to set it apart from the other competitors in the show. Thank you for watching and enjoy the next digital competition.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, y'all. Big C, welcome. Hey, Big C. So I decided to do this with Mr. Garcia, and I haven't hit him up yet. So if you hit him up, I'm gonna just do that Saturday, because what's gonna happen is he's gonna get on here and he's gonna get to going, and like we're gonna hit the hour mark and it's gonna be cut off. I don't want to do that, Mr. Garcia. I'm gonna just let him go. So Saturday morning on the unscripted, I'm gonna just hit him up and be like, "Hey, Mr. Garcia, talk to us about this Mexican Eli." That way I can kill two birds with one stone, bro. But that's gonna be the safest way to do it, because like right now I got an hour to get this information out, and I still got stuff I need to cover. But we're gonna get that taken care of, man. Shout out to Big C. And Big C, I gotta give you kudos, man. You're very active, man. I want to say thank you.
Big time.
Yeah. All right, man. Got them ones in the chat. I see you got them ones in the chat, man. Salute. So Big A, let's cook. What's Shogun Bushido code, and what's even the topic today, Big A?
The topic is items to have before you bring them home. Them as in puppies, dogs, So, what would you need to have before you even consider bringing the dog home? Yeah. But, let's jump into the, before we do any of that, man, I wanna show these dogs love, bro.
There we go.
I wanna show these dogs love, man. And we go with that Pee-wee, man, that young fam. You know what I'm saying? Young fam, man, coming with it, man. He's got a few good looking dogs, man. I haven't seen one that I didn't like. Yeah. Then here goes the notorious. You know what I'm saying? Tori Hanzo, you know what I'm saying? Y'all look out for that face off, man. You know what I'm saying? The boys gonna go at it, on a call out, man. Yeah, man. This will be my greatest keep of all time, man. You know what I'm saying? This is gonna be legendary. Yeah.
Legendary. I'm gonna tell y'all how real it is. Big A has always told me that Dre, you ain't never really put your whole all into a keep. And I haven't. You know what I'm saying? But for this one, yeah, man. Yeah, no days off, man. We got some work in yesterday, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm buying things I never bought before, you know what I'm saying? Wifey in the building, salute, early morning, good morning, babes. Yeah, man. Tiff in the building, man. Hey, did we even do the shout outs this morning, Big A? I don't even think we did.
Let them get, let's wait a second. Let them get in here, man. Let me go through this Bushido code of nutrition and we'll get into it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So, let me get to this Bushido code of the day, man. And that is Makito. How do you pronounce that correctly?
I think it's fine, but I would say Makato.
Yeah, man, because I got Makato. Sincerity, preparedness is the foundation of victory. Sincerity means preparing for the responsibility of life, not reacting to the mess after. And with that being said, a lot of the things that we deal with these dogs are we try to prevent things before they happen, and that's the best way to go about handling the business, man, because it's always an issue after the fact, especially dealing with pups, man. You want to try to prevent everything you possibly can, and doing that, you need to have the right items at your disposal, Yeah.
Okay. Hey, and go ahead, Big A. Big C.
No, go ahead. Yeah,
this for you too. Tip and Big C, they hit me up. So Cosby has not dropped yet at all, y'all. But I'll tell you what. So she's getting close, and I'll tell you how I know. I told y'all my dogs, they stopped eating about 24 hours prior to dropping. She was still eating last night, but she didn't finish her bowl.
Yeah.
And I had some good stuff in that bowl too. I had some chicken liver, I had some sardines. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I like, and mind you, I learned this from Big A on the nutrition factor today, man. You know what I'm saying? The fish is good for brain development of the puppies. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's purposeful. You know what I'm saying? I'm not just doing it just because I always do it, but it has purpose behind it. So I had to deliver for healthy joint development and stuff to make sure the puppies come out with the right joints. I don't want no club put it no weak hocks, like, you know what I'm saying, no weak pasterns and stuff like that. So yeah, man. But last night she didn't finish everything. So I'm like, okay, like, you know, she's slowing down to speed up. You know what I'm saying? She's slowing down to speed up the process. So I think I'm gonna tease her with some food this morning before I leave, you know what I'm saying, for work, and see if she's consuming food or not. But you know what I'm saying, she's slowing. Like I said, I think the first stick probably didn't take. It was probably too early. So I did several sticks. I ain't gonna tell you how many I did. I think I might have revealed it live one time already, but Tip's so funny. She said, "I'm sure Saki would not be mad if you slid that bowl." Oh yeah, no, that's what I did. I don't waste no dog food. There was wet food in there, you know what I'm saying, perishables. So I wasn't gonna store them at the bit close to the heat. So yeah, that's a real tip.
Yeah, man. Speaking of, man, sardines and all, man. The nutrition fact of the day: foods that promote healthy, shiny coat. And we gonna talk, and that is salmon, sardines, flaxseed, coconut oil, eggs, the shell, and the whole egg. You know what I'm saying? And the one thing that all of these have in common are they are rich in omega-3. So it's not just these foods, but primarily any food that is consumable for your dog that's high in omega-3s will promote coat health. But you see sardines popping up a lot, man. So you know,
don't keep talking about it, man. That's my thing. You know what I'm saying? Y'all go get y'all Mac. And let me tell you something else, Big A. And let me tell you one more thing, Big A. This how I know Texas don't know what they talking about. You said salmon.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? The rest of the United States, it's salmon, you know.
Yeah, well, I tell you what, man, it's pecan, man.
Yeah.
It's not pecan. You know what I'm saying? You take it for what it is.
Yeah, I grew up on salmon because that's what my granddaddy called it. But
yeah,
you know, I learned really good.
Yeah, man. Now let's get this. Let's see who in the chat, man. Hey, hard finish first in the field, man. Got that city boys, man. Yeah. With that chainsaw. Yeah, wifey in there, man. You know, hey,
salute queen.
Yeah, got genetics rocking. Yeah, man.
Brother JT, salute big dog.
Hey, Dirty Dog Kennels, man. What's happening, bro? Yeah. Big C. Yeah. Yeah, man. Got young fam. Yes, sir. Man. Man. What else we got in here, Dre?
Let me see. Scroll down. Okay. You still got young fam. You know what I'm saying? Wife, your wife in the building, my wife in the building. You got Quick.
Hey, Quick. Tornado Warning. Y'all better watch out now.
Yeah, man. Tornado Warning. You know something too, man, because he stay we did the Mike Dan breeder, so he knows something, man. You been here, man. You gonna keep on, we're gonna get you wrenched up. I just gotta, you know what I'm saying, I'd be having to be careful about that, you know. But yeah, man, salute and welcome, bro. You've been here before. You're not new. You true.
Yeah. Okay. Let's get to to the subject at hand, man. Let me get my pen and paper out, you know. Yeah. So things you need before you bring them home. I would say depends on how many dogs you get. But for me, I in my mature stage, I take one at a time, you know. So for me, having 2 kennels is a must. One, you know, just in case that, you know, you can clean one out, you know, handling the pup. So for me, I would have 2 kennels, one wired and one plastic. As far as the pups are concerned, you know, like I say, I'm big on house training, so I don't plan on keeping the kennels involved, you know, for a long period of time. But you know, yeah, I will start with that. What you know, what would you do, Dre?
Okay, I don't disagree, but let me say this, because each one of these topics, I'm gonna just add my 2 cents on it. All right, so with those kennels, and learn proper sizing of the kennels as well. Some of the wire kennels come with dividers to actually, so as the dog grows, you can extend it. And the reason for that is this. Dogs typically, I ain't say all dogs, but a lot of good dogs won't typically pee or poop where they have to sleep and eat at, right?
Yeah.
So if you put those dividers in there and they can't get away, it typically deters. I'm not gonna say it's gonna stop, but it typically deters defecating and pissing inside of the crate. Okay, so that's one thing with the wire crates. And some of them don't come with that. You can just buy the proper size crate. Now I want to give you 2 reasons why I do encourage using the proper size crate. The first one I already kind of led into was size-wise, too much room gives the puppy room for activities, also gives them room to have activities. The other one is for travel purposes. And I'll give you another example.
Ooh,
Big A.
boy.
Big A.
Yo. Come on with it, man. Come on with it.
Big A has a very, very nice travel kennel for Michonne. But that travel kennel for Michonne is big enough for a Great Dane. And but we had a conversation about it, and I'm like, okay, so Saki's in this like dainty, small little travel kennel, or it looks dainty in comparison to Big A's, but this is the thing. For legal and transport purposes, the larger your kennel is, if you're flying or anything like that, you're gonna have some issues. So
yeah,
what I would say is this: you only need the crate to be big enough for the dog to fully stand up. That means his head is fully erect on his top line. The dog should have about 2 inches on the front end and 2 inches on the back end excess of them. And I measure my dogs with a tape measure before I actually a rope measure before I bought my kennel. But yeah, his head should be able to be lifted all the way up, right? That's enough room for that. The dog should be able to lay down in a basic laying position. Now, I'm not talking about legs kicked all the way out, none of that stuff like that, or like how to be laying down like a little soldier. I'm not talking about like that. I'm talking about just lay down comfortably and still have room from the paws to the front door. Like the paws shouldn't be bent over at the front of the kennel, all right? And the dog should be able to come to a complete seat or completely turn around in the kennel. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it sounds like common sense, but it's not. I'm telling you right now, like a lot of people do not know how to properly size a crate for a dog.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So the one I got, I went to Petco and got it. You know what I'm saying? And it actually had a chart on there of how to measure the dog. It gives you measurements, 2 inches on the back, 2 inches on the front, 4 inches total. That was just on the carrier for the intended use by the manufacturer, right? So you can and don't get it twisted. This is not a how-to. This is what I'm using to create space. Because when I'm taking multiple dogs in my car to a show, I don't need oversized crates, right? But for purposes of a puppy, it's more to do with cleanliness and having only enough room for the puppy to be kept, not enough room for the puppy to go pee in a corner and then get away from it. You know what I'm saying? No, we don't want dogs covered in poop and none of that stuff. I'm not saying that. What I'm telling you is the puppy is less likely to pee and poop if he can't get away from it. That's all I'm saying. But once they start doing that consistently, they're going to get used to it, and then it doesn't matter what size crate it is. If you're not taking them out every hour to 2 hours for them to eliminate and learn to use it outside, they're never going to learn, to not do that in a crate. So that's the first thing. Crates. Okay, so crates, Big A. What else we bringing home? Because I see a lot of. Can I read a couple of these comments? Because they getting hammered in the comments.
Okay. Leash and collar. Man. Having those, I think, are highly important. And having the proper size leash and collar. It's a temp thing because that's the man. So I know people that don't even do that. They use rope and stuff like that because the pup grows so quick, and then have their stuff set up. But leash and collar, man. Leash and collar. Cleaning products, man.
Hold on, Big A. Yeah. Hold on, because I don't want to get too far in there. But a leash and collar. I don't just have a leash and collar. All right. Typically, I'm gonna have.
Okay. Yeah. Go into detail. Yeah, please.
Yeah. So a flat collar is a must, and a leash that hooks up to the collar is a must. All right. Now I'm lazy, so if I'm housebreaking a dog or I'm keeping the dog inside, to make it an indoor-outdoor dog, I also get what's called a morning gale leash. This will save your life at 3 a.m. when you get up to take the dog out the bathroom. And what a morning gale leash is, it's a slip lead. All right. You just put it over the dog's head, and it just, you know what I'm saying? You just, as the dog pulls, it just pulls it, secures it. You know what I'm saying? But at 3 o'clock in the morning, I'm not trying to find the ring to hook up my snap. So that morning gale leash, I hang it right by the door. I go over there, grab that morning gale leash, I slip it over the dog's head, and we go outside. Super quick. Quick. And I, like, if you're not in the training and stuff, it really don't matter. You can just get your flat collar and your leash or whatever. But the morning gale is essential. Also, the morning gale is the introduction into the choke collar and prong collar world. It's not going to hurt the dog at all. It's typically nylon or cotton or whatever synthetic blend that you got. But it's just a nice slip lead. Slip it over the dog's head, and it's ready to go. Okay. With the collars, you got. I believe in having a flat collar, a harness also to secure the puppy when I want to do harness things or when I want to encourage pulling, and then a prong collar. I don't really like choke collars. I'm more of a prong collar guy. But as soon as the puppy starts to unlearn behaviors, I want to have a corrective action, and the prong collar is what I start off with. Prong collars can be resized by you. You can just pull links as you need to. And I go typically with a 4mm prong collar to start off with. Okay, Big A, I'm done with collars and leashes.
Yeah. And I wanted to touch on the kennels real quick. The reason I would have two is because if the puppy were to have an accident or something like that, placing it taking care of the pup, putting it in the other kennel while you clean the other one without, so you can practice proper maintenance as far as, because while you out cleaning, the pup be running around, getting into stuff, or whatever the case may be. So being able to have that and be able to, transfer, it helps with puppy maintenance. Yeah. Okay. Let's talk about, speaking of maintenance, let's talk about cleanliness and cleaning items. Speaking of crates. So what would you say about that?
So as far as cleanliness goes, the training pads are a must. They are a must for me. And if you don't have them, like none of this stuff is required. Okay, you can get a dog and just have food for it and make it work if you got the time to make those corrections, right? But as far as me, the first thing I have is the pads. I like the puppy pads. I like to introduce those pads early on. As they get a little bit older, they start tearing them up. But in the beginning, them pads will save your life, bro.
Yeah. Okay. For puppies, man, having you might have some accidents and stuff like that, and actually washing your puppy on a regular basis, man, it could be for some dogs it can create some problems. So
I make my own electric cleaner.
Yeah. That's why I'm about to get to. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
No, I was about to because I was about to have you tell yours. You know what I'm saying? How to do it. Yeah.
But yeah, man, if they step in anything I don't like or whatever, I gotta have that. Okay. Then I keep my medications, my required medications, like my 5 ways, my Nemex 2 dewormer. That goes without saying for cleaning their internals. Also, I like shampoo that's oatmeal based shampoo for roof.
What's going on? Yeah. Dre. I think he froze.
Puppy things. The puppy will go sit on your carpet. And got, what's up?
Yeah, froze up.
What I freeze up at?
Right at the beginning.
Big A, why would you let me go for so long?
I was like, I thought, I don't know. It looked like, I don't know, man.
Okay, so I keep wipes. They're like baby wipes for puppies, because sometimes when puppies pee or poop, they don't always they have a little dangle or whatever, right? And so you want to clean that up because they get on your carpet or wherever you're keeping the puppies at, and it tracks fecal matter and urine back into the kennel, even if you are cleaning the puppies up, right? I'm not talking about like large clumps, but like sometimes they just have like little dribble or whatever, right? But if you have more than one puppy, it can be a lot. I keep the pee pads available. I keep them in there until the puppies start tearing them up. This time I will be correcting the puppy for doing that, so I want to be able to use pee pads throughout the life cycle of this puppy. Training treats are another thing that I keep on hand. Big C said we can't see y'all on screen anyway. Oh yeah, true. But yeah, puppy pads, man. That's the basics, man. Wipes, waterless bath, shampoo, internal cleaners, wormers, 5 ways, things of that nature, and oatmeal-based shampoo. Those are the things I use most consistently with a new puppy at home.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Okay. Cleaning the area where the puppy is on the ground on a regular basis. How would you go about treating your yard, prepping for that and all of that prior to the puppy coming to the house?
So it's bleach. You know what I'm saying? Bleach. I use bleach. Some people use ammonia. Works really good too. Ammonia, I think, works better for our yards in the coccidia ridden. That's what I was told by some presser guys, and they stand by it. But backpack sprayer, or even like a little hand sprayer for the areas where the dog will be exposed. I like to use a backpack sprayer for backyard because it's gonna take forever to do a backyard with a hand sprayer. But bleach and water. You know what I'm saying? Bleach and water. Anytime there's an accident in one of the crates, bleach and water. Yeah. Spray it down and I let it sit.
Yeah, I was talking to Mr. CEO, and he said he used to do that himself. And he said adding just a little bit of dish soap helps a lot, to that, because it helps it stick. Yeah. I haven't done it, but that's something I was just informed about. Also spray bottles, having them on hand, so you can, make, whatever concoction you need. Okay. Nemex, you said the wormer, bleach, ammonia. What about feed, man?
All right. So with puppies up until a year old, they're gonna eat puppy formulated food at least to a year. Some puppies they can go beyond that. I'm not even lying to you. But going beyond 16 months with puppy food, I'm cautious of that. All right.
Yeah, man.
There's nutritional values that are needed, and some people that are smarter than me came up with those nutritional values based upon the law of averages with dogs, right? So
Mhm.
the average is a year, but up to 16 months. So a year and 4 months. I mess around with the puppy food.
Yeah.
Now, while they still have their baby teeth, I don't like to give them just plain kibble. I like to give them to the kibble will be a kibble with a little bit of soft canned food in it, as well as maybe some goat milk to kind of soften the kibble up just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I like dogs to bite hard, so I want to encourage things that make them easier to win at everything, even when it comes to eat. That's just me. That's what I like. It's not required at all. Some people go straight to kibble, some people go straight to raw. Whatever works for you, whatever your end game is, and whatever your results are, go with that. But I like to wet at least wet my kibble. So at least wet my kibble, right? And I like to use Pure Balance's puppy formulated wet food along with the Pure Balance's dry food. I think they supplement each other very, very well. They're expensive, and that's what I like to use.
Yeah, man. I definitely like to do the same thing as far as kibble and soft food, but I also like to implement the little small stuff like little small amounts of pumpkin puree. When they're a puppy, I try to give them as many small vegetables as I possibly can. Little stuff like that can help them, and I try to keep their feed as rich as possible, but staying within the limits. So I just add little small stuff. We canned food, soft food, and just sprinkle a little extras.
I agree, and I'm big on dying too, for at least for the first 10 weeks, man. Like I'm big on that, man. It's some people like they don't need it, they don't need it, but I tell you what, I want to encourage the puppies to eat as much as they want to. You know what I'm saying? I don't want flavor to be an issue. Why they not eating the maximum amount of nutrients? Saying like, I don't care about puppies that are fat, but I want them to be healthy. You know what I'm saying? I want to have a nice little layer of something to feed off of. You know what I'm saying? Just something for them to grow into and keep them happy and healthy. Throughout their life.
What else, man? So
I saw Young Fam said some real stuff. He said chew toys.
Chew toys. Yep. Especially in that teething stage, man, you need, you know what I'm saying, to deter them from getting on the wrong stuff. Yeah.
Well, that and there's toys. There's, like you said, there's toys formulated for different stages of life. There's softer toys for teething. They even got the ones I like the gentle bones, the cleaning bones. But they got one it's like plastic. It's like bacon flavored or a different flavor like that. And it's 3 different bones, and you're supposed to give them in 3 different stages. Based on the dog's strength of their mouth. One of them is really soft and brittle. One's a little tougher, and then the third one. And I believe in like progressing with the bite. So yeah, man, I really enjoy those. I also like gentle bones in general, just keep their teeth clean. With the puppy teeth, they're gonna fall out, but I still like to keep them clean because your dogs can get gingivitis, and that can affect their gut health. So I do dental bones as daily when I have them. Sometimes I don't get enough. And also, what I hate with my dogs is because their weights are so different. Kazi uses a different classification of dental bone than Saki does. Saki uses the one I think for dogs 50 pounds and up, and Kazi used the one 25 to 49 pounds. You know what I'm saying? I probably could get away with using the Saki ones on both dogs, but like I don't know what all chemicals and things. Even if I read it, I'm not doing the research today. I'm just gonna follow the label. You know what I'm saying? Trust the label on that one. But yeah, man. So the dental bones, I use the greenies.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, man. Let me see what else, man.
Okay, so we got maintenance. We got way to secure them, collars. Chain setups. If they're going to be on a chain setup or outdoor dog, you gotta have your kennel setup. You know what I'm saying? I'm a believer in the retriever kennel for kennel setups. I tried the other ones, the Temu setups and stuff, and it didn't work out too good for me, man. So I believe the retriever kennel. I also think that for a proper chain setup, this is my chain setup. Okay, when I had chains, First of all, either an old car axle, or if I couldn't find an old car axle or get to a pull it yourself yard, I would go to Lowe's or Home Depot, and I would get the galvanized, the 1.25 inch galvanized pipe. 1.25 inch is the smallest I would get, galvanized pipe. And then I would get what's called a pipe flange, and it's gonna look just like when you screw the pipe flange on there, it's gonna look like an axle. Okay, and then a nice size hammer to knock that into the ground with, right? Okay, so that's just my stake. Now, before I put that stake into the ground, I get an O-ring, a 2-inch O-ring big enough to fit around the shaft of that flange, the shaft of that fake axle I just made. From there, I take a quick link connect or a cold snap with cold shut, whichever one you like, and I attach that to a swivel. So there is a O-ring connected to a swivel, however you decide to connect that swivel to the O-ring at the base of my chain setup. From there, I connect a chain. In most states, the chain has to be at least 5 times the dog's length of body. So if your dog is 2 feet long, typically the chain is going to be 10 feet long to be lawful. Okay, each state is different. Know your state's laws. I'm not trying to tell you how to do your chain setup. I'm just giving you how my chain setup was set up. So stake, O-ring, connection for a swivel connected to the chain. At the other end of the chain, another connection with a swivel on it. And then I used an O-ring at the other end, and to connect the dog to the chain, it was an O-ring through the collar with the collar fluid. So the collar's attached to the dog and the O-ring. In order to take the dog off the chain, I had to put the dog between my legs, remove the collar, to release the collar from the O-ring, and then put the collar back on the dog. Or I've seen some people do 2 collar setups. I've seen some people that they keep a collar attached to their leash when they're taking the dog off the chain. I've seen some people that when they take the dog off the chain, they just let the dog run free because they got setups for other dogs to keep them away from each other, right? So, but that was it. You know, so shout out to Heart Vintage. That 15-foot chain or lead in my state. Okay, salute. I've never done runners before, so any of y'all that done runners, I can't tell you nothing about no run. I don't know nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, all right, my bad, Big A. I got carried away. What's up?
No, that's cool. Yeah, man. Let me see.
MKM in the building.
Hey, what's happening? See, man, we did that. What else we need? Yeah, because I'm taking notes. I'm writing stuff down, man. Because just you always forget something. You know?
Yeah, and a bed, dog bed. You know what I'm saying? Like a
corunda.
Yeah.
A corunda. That's for placement training. If you guys are into that, you know what I'm saying. That's very important.
It's soft enough too. Like I got concrete in my backyard. So the corunda is soft enough for them to lay on when they rest. You know, so yeah, the corunda. Like my dogs, they tear up regular pet beds. Like the regular ones with fluff in them, man, so be stuffing everywhere.
Yeah.
Tornado one said a camera set up.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Without a doubt, you know what I'm saying. Nail clippers.
Yeah. Big A, you there? You went out this time, bro. If you're talking, I can't hear you. Big A, you went out that time. Yeah.
Can you hear me now? Yo.
What's up?
Oh, okay. You can hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Yeah. You went out. You said nail clippers and then went out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nail good.
Hey, what's happening? Nail clippers, man. Get started on maintaining those nails early while they developing, man. That's very important, you know. Keep those dogs groomed. Flea and tick prevention. Yes, especially in the early puppy stage, man. Yep, that is important. That is very important.
Yeah, hey, MKM said something real. He said, man, firework preparation, man. These puppies gonna be born a week before the 4th of July, man. I can't wait to get. I can say I can't wait to get exposed. But that's good. The good exposure early on, man. The ears gonna be just opening up good.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. Okay, so say when it comes to nails, we walk them down, but I do have a
Dremel with a bar. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, man. Yeah, what you call it? Yeah, flea and tick prevention, man. Keep that
Yeah. You know what's crazy about that, man? Like out here, man, I've become so spoiled. Like it's so hot. Fleas and ticks are very rare out here. Very, very rare. Like I treat once a year now. You know what I'm saying? Like I used to have to fog my yard. I used to get that thing like in Texas and in Carolina. It was this thing you put on the hose, and I would go outside, and you know what I'm saying, you spray with the hose. I would spray the backyard down. Then I would come back 3 days later. I would cut the grass. I like anytime I treat my yard, I like to cut the grass because I feel like the chemicals, when the grass grow back, the chemicals help grow into your grass, and they just help kill the stuff. You know what I'm saying, the bugs that feed on your grass and your leaves and whatever's in your yard. And I would even spray like low hanging tree branches in my yard, like where the squirrels be at. I would even spray those. You know what I'm saying? I would even spray those for fleas and stuff. You know, as far as that hose will reach, I would spray. You know what I'm saying? And I would do like I said, I come back in 3 days because any larva that might have survived, I want to kill them. You know what I'm saying? Because fleas. Backstory, Andre. When I lived in Goldsboro, I moved into a house on Beach Street. Beach Street in the hood one. But I moved in a house on Beach Street, right next to Peach Tree. And the house, the person had a dog before me, and the house was infested with fleas. So we got in there, and like my ex-wife and I at the time, we were like, man, where's bite marks coming from? You know what I'm saying? Like, come to find out the house was infested with fleas. You know what I'm saying? Like, because like the last people just had fleas all in it. So of course I tried to do the hood thing. I went and got foggers, and I fogged the house, and what it did was it knocked them out for like 2 or 3 days, right? It just knocked them down. Okay. Well, we get an exterminator to come in finally because like we still getting bit, and the dog just ate up. So we get an exterminator to come in and fumigate. He's like, I'm coming back in 3 days to treat it again because what happened is I killed the adults, but the larva, you know what I'm saying, I need to catch the larva, and then he came back and you know it's like $150 each visit. But I tell you what, after a week of treatment, I wasn't getting bit no more. That's why I treat the way I treat now. You know, just backstory on why I treat that way. Because I seen him do it and it worked. I tried the fogger thing. It said it was formulated strong enough to kill fleas. He came in there, he was like, let me show you something. He's like, you fogged this house, didn't you? I said, yeah. He said he went and found an area where there's some fleas at. He was like, that flea's not dead. Watch this. And he put some water on the flea and the flea jumped. You know what I'm saying? Like the fogger didn't even kill the flea. It just knocked them down. You know what I mean? It just knocked them out. And I was like, man, yeah, man. But yeah, man. But I wanted to put that out there, man. Big ass about flea and tick prevention.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, man. I'm making a list as we going, man. You know. Yeah.
The pesticide I use for my fleas and ticks in the backyard is a black bottle at Walmart. It got a red lid. You just screw it onto your water hose, and then you flip the handle back on it, and you just let it spray. I spray the whole bottle. I don't even stop. You know what I'm saying? I just spray the whole bottle. I be want my yard to be saturated with it. You know what I'm saying? I keep the dogs inside about it say 30 minutes after you're good. I keep it inside for an hour, or I keep the area that I treat it for an hour, just to be sure, you know, because and then to make sure the food bowls. Talk about that while we're here too.
Yeah.
Did you want to go into any more prevention in before I change gears to food bowls and water?
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Okay. I am a fan of stainless steel food and water bowls. My reason for it is this. For the stainless steel food and water bowls, they're easy to clean. I actually do use the dishwasher to clean mine. Another thing I like to do with mine is, let's say it's cold outside and I got chicken broth. The stainless steel, I can put like hot water in there. I ain't gonna worry about melting like the plastic bowls. I've never tried it, but I thought about trying this. I thought about taking my stainless steel bowl and putting the broth in there and heating it up. But I think it would actually char the bowl. So I don't want to tell you how to do that, but I've been tempted to do that before, just because you can't microwave metal. So I was thinking about putting it on the stove and just heating it up like that. But that's neither here nor there. Mm-hmm. If you've done that before, let me know. But they also got more expensive. I used to get them stainless steel bowls for like $4. Man, things like $9-10 now. At the cheapest, the smaller ones. But yeah, man, prices have changed significantly in the last 10 years.
Yeah, man. Some things you definitely shouldn't buy is full grown gear for the dog when you don't fully know what the dog is going to fill out to be. I've seen people buy harnesses, all types of stuff in those, and they just collect dust. It's just yeah. Yep.
Oh, I get e-collars for them too. Bar collars and e-collars, I get them too. And I tell you why. So the first week or two of the dog, Sino was good, big dog. Bloodthirst was good. For the first week or two with the dog, I do want them to bark. I want to see what they bark at. Do they bark at the door? Do they bark when they got? I love the ones that bark when they got to go outside and use the bathroom. I love those. I like those ones a lot. You know what I'm saying? But once I learned my dog's patterns, some dogs bark for attention. You know what I'm saying? And I like, because of where I live at, it's always residential. You know what I'm saying? I can't afford that. You know what I mean? So I like to nip that in the bud early on. You know what I mean? Like right now, my dogs don't have any e-collars on them. They outside with on a cable tie out in the backyard. But like, you don't hear no barking, right? Unless something come by, like or I rile them up. You know what I'm saying? Or I get them hyped, like they chilling right now. I need that. You know what I'm saying? Because I live residential. So if you live in an area where you can afford to let them bark and just let them be dogs, that's cool. But I don't. So shout out to it. Hold on. Quick, I see with the good game. He said Dollar Tree got some small stainless bowl. Yes, I'm gonna have to go check that out. You know what I'm saying? Because that's something I might even want to bring with me on the road and just deliver the bowl they've been eating out of the whole time. So you introduce a few variables as possible when you first get that puppy. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Get the same dog food that they was using and slowly convert them over to your dog food. That's another one. Young fam said he keep carbonated water on deck just in case. Activated charcoal and peroxide. Ooh, yep. Good stuff, bro.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, Big A put me on that carbonated water.
Yeah, man.
But nah, man. What else, Big A?
Man, it's so much and so little, and you always gonna forget something. So that's why I'm trying to make a list now, just because I already know, I always forget something.
I believe heavily, and not just in chewing toys, but I believe in interactive toys. And I'm gonna give you exactly what I mean. I love the Kong brand. Yes, it's expensive. Yes, there are dogs that can bite. My dogs can bite, but my Kong toys last me forever. And I ain't even talking about the Kong brand. I'm just talking about Kong style toy. I never buy Kong brand anymore. I buy the knockoff off Amazon. I'm being real with you, okay? The red and the black work just fine with my dog. If you get the one that's big enough. But the reason why I like them is for two reasons. One, I work a lot, so my dogs go a long period of time without seeing me. But with interactive toys, what I'll do is the Kong. It looks like, I don't know, this is funny shaped looking Kong, but they're empty, they're hollow. I squeeze Dine in there and I fill it up with kibble. You know what I'm saying? And what happens is while I'm gone and the dog gets bored or hungry, he'll go over there and start messing with the Kong and a toy falls out. So it's an interactive toy, treat. It's an interactive toy. You can play with it all day. And if you really want to get fancy, you can freeze like some ground chicken or ground turkey and put it in there. And as it melts throughout the day, you know what I'm saying, the smell will be strong and it'll make the dog want to play with the toy and keep him entertained while you're out, doing what you got to do to provide for your family and your dogs. So I love interactive toys, man. You know what I'm saying? Like rope toys, they're gonna tear them up. It's gonna be rope string everywhere. You know what I'm saying? The little tires, if I leave, like, you can't leave unattended with a tire, they might ingest the tire. They're gonna tear that up. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, man, like them Kongs, man, that's my That's my favorite toys to use with them. Even like the Kong tennis balls, you know, they're hollow. You know, so I put beef jerky strips in there and throw that.
Yeah.
Casino said them indestructible balls. Yeah, man. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Rabbit Man, salute.
Yeah, man.
I like them what you call it balls too, but the Jolly balls. But like I be getting the wrong size, I think, because like the one you got, Big A, that blue one is perfect. You know what I'm saying? I got the red one for my dogs one time, and like they would play with it, but like they couldn't really get their mouth on it. It was just too big.
Yeah. Yep. I looked up on that one. I looked up on that one, and it's crazy because it stay out all the time. If I pick it up, then it'll get there, and then we get the egg. Yeah. Yeah, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a Jolly Ball though and just see how they play with it, man. Because like I said, I got the red one. They just push. You see it in the backyard back over there. You know what I'm saying? In that scene right there, they just push it out. They don't really care for them like that. But some people live by the Jolly Ball. You know what I'm saying? It just depends. You know, each his own. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
Mine they don't care for the Jolly Ball too much. They'll play with it, like you said. If I engage them with it, they'll play with it. But I don't think it's fun for them.
Yeah, man.
Their enthusiasm is not the same as when I come out with that flirt pole or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, man. Oh, speaking of, a flirt pole. That's real good for puppies. You know, that's good. That's good. You know, to get them engaged in certain things like that, man. Especially if you don't have equipment like an email, slab mill. Flirt pole is to me a must. Yeah.
Yep. Flirt pole. I like tennis balls. I don't like tennis balls to make noise. Don't get it, because I don't know if y'all got friends like this. My friends, we buy each other like dog stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? If I go to a dog show, Big A, you know, if I see hives there, you know, Big A might be like, Drake, man, try this out, you know. And when I go see him, you know, says like that. Man, don't buy my dog. Don't buy my dog nothing to squeak. No dead chickens, none of the little tubes, the little squeak. None of that stuff, bro. None of that stuff, bro. Ooh, Young Phil, I ain't never seen one of them. That's a good one right there. He said,
I never saw that. Yeah. That's
Sino says you want a big one. It's good for them to stretch their jaws. And they push, So mine, they're pushing around with their nose, you know, and that's what I'm saying. Like, they push around with their nose, man. But I don't know, man. I bet you if they saw another dog do it, they would probably understand it. But like, I guess none of my dogs were like really. It's not natural for them to do that. You know what I'm saying? So, but also, man, like, you gotta be careful what happens. You gotta pick up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So Big C and Sino. So I'm gonna push that to Saturday, because we actually on a timeline on the weekdays, but Saturday morning is 7:30 my time, y'all. So that's 10:30 on the East Coast, that's 9:30 Central, that's 8:30 Mountain, and 7:30 Pacific. We're gonna get Mr. Garcia and have him come on here and break that Mexican Eli down for y'all. That's gonna be a good one. And the panel, I'm gonna be real strict about running on the panel with him, man. It's like when I have people come on my panel like that as guests, like y'all two have always been respectful or whatever, but it's some people, man, you know, I just want to give the respect to, if he's gonna come and give us that kind of time of day, man, we're gonna be respectful over here. You know what I'm saying? I don't care who it is. If I'm gonna bring them on here to give their perspective, man, we're gonna take care of them. You know what I'm saying? So salute. And have y'all cash apps ready, man. Schoolboy does not charge me anything to come on the show, but if we're gonna do this, man, we're gonna do it right. We're gonna bless him. You know what I'm saying? My goal is 25 to raise 25 that day. You don't have to. It's not required, but it's just something I like to do, man. You know, for our guest speakers when they come on here. I'm a businessman, and one thing I'm trying to teach y'all how to do is to maximize your utility. Every one of y'all has purpose. Every one of y'all has value, and don't think that you don't, man. So, you know, Mr. Garcia is a hidden gem of our community. You know what I'm saying? And I just want to take care of him, man. Shout out to Schoolboy.
Yeah, man. When he be coming on, I kind of fall back because he got so much game. I just sit there like I'm in the chat, you know. So,
yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
But nah, that's what it is. Big A, getting back to the topic, is there anything that you had on there? Because I was gonna open up the panel for a little bit.
Flirt poll. Let me see.
Oh, I got one here. I got one.
What's up?
Make sure you get the papers. Get the papers. You know what I'm saying?
Papers.
Yeah.
Paper.
And okay, another thing I learned. Check this out, y'all. Did not realize it's something you need. But you see that cast on Saki leg in the video? Check this out. Okay, Dre, 100% thug with it, right? I found the oldest vet in town because typically they don't ask questions about dogs. They don't care what kind of dogs they're gonna treat them.
I need that information again, bro. When you on the back street.
Okay, but hold on, because I'm gonna tell you why that's important. The vet I was going to, he's like 80, 90-year-old man over there in San Antonio, right? Cool, perfect for checking for worms, perfect for your initial wormer. And I do my own 5 ways and 7 ways, and I tell them that, like, sir, I do my own vaccinations. I just need you to check my dog and make sure they ain't got parvo, make sure they ain't got worms. And if they're going to somebody else, do a health check on my dog. I need a bill of health, the same kind of bill of health you would take to the airport to make sure your dog is healthy to fly, right? Okay, cool. It costs about $85 per puppy for that, right? Okay. What I did not realize was when I established him as my veterinarian, that he doesn't offer emergency services or he doesn't do certain surgeries. Okay, so flash forward. I step on Saki's leg and break his tibia, right? I break his tibia. Now what? I call my vet. Hey man, I think my dog's leg is broken. Well, sir, I don't have an X-ray machine here because we're just a family vet. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, now I'm starting to learn the difference between emergency vets, animal hospitals, you know what I'm saying, modern vet clinics and old school vet clinics. You know, so I'm on the internet and I'm calling. I'm like, okay, just so y'all know, if you go to an animal hospital, you about to get raped. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm saying the hard R. You about to get raped in your pockets for a animal hospital. You understand me? Animal hospitals and emergency vets always tax because they're paying for not just their services, but the equipment they have to maintain is dumb expensive and typically has to be calibrated annually. So they got to be able to cover all of that. You know what I'm saying? Pet insurance does help, but sometimes the cost exceeds your pet insurance and there's co-pays. Just saying. Okay. So I ended up finding Northwest Animal Hospital, and their prices were the best. Like out of all the quotes I got on the broke leg, fixing the broke leg, $1,350 was the best quote I got, right? And I did not have pet insurance. This is why I encourage pet insurance. It was $1,350 over the course of payments. Each time I'm going, I'm getting pain medication and a new cast every time. But Saki doesn't understand this cast for his benefits. He's ripping the cast off. I went back and got 3 casts the first week. 3 casts in the first week. Each one of them casts $75.
Damn.
To set it. Okay. You know what I'm saying? And we doing it every 2 weeks. I'm supposed to be going back every 2 weeks to get a new cast, by the way, y'all. As he grows. Man, it's rough, y'all. It's rough. And he ain't supposed to be playing on the leg, you know what I'm saying? He's supposed to be chilling at the house. They give me medication to keep him calm. He gets used to the medication at the upper dosage because he's doing too much, man. Like, Yeah, man. Hey, so, Tip, I did look into that. That was the first thing I did. Can I do this cast myself? And you can, but I'm not smart enough, so I just paid the price. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I just paid the price. But yeah, y'all, get you a good vet. Get you a good network of vets because, like I said, the vet I go to for my day-to-day routine stuff. He said the cast never worked with my female. She ate one of her own toes trying to get. Yep, exactly. But that medication helped, man. I had antibiotic, anti-inflammatory, and basically a medicine to knock them out. You know what I'm saying? Like basically something to keep him doped up all day. You know, but he got used to it. So
yeah, man.
Okay, so Big C and Young Fam, that's game. He said Young Fam, Dollar Tree has them and they're 100%.
Oh yeah,
yeah. That's good for cleaning their teeth too.
Mm-hmm.
Hard for to say another one. That's why the dogs have to have jobs to pay for their upkeep. Yes, sir. Like I said yesterday, man, you got to be on the spectrum to do this, man. At least I am. I know I'm on the spectrum. Some kind of way I'm on the spectrum doing this, man, because it's not nearly as rewarding as it is taxing. You know what I'm saying? From the outside. Like, I love my dogs. You know what I'm saying? Like, they everything. But if I was looking at somebody else's program and everything they have to go through, I'm like, it ain't worth it, bro. It's only worth it to me for my dogs. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure everybody else feel the same way. Hey, what you do with your dogs is not worth it to me. I'm not doing that. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing what I do for my dogs. Yeah. Then don't forget to mention treadmills. If you want to get active, treadmills, flat mills, carpet mills, all that good stuff, man. Yeah, all that.
Yeah, man.
I'll tell you another one I like, Big A. Big A, I'm gonna
What's up?
real quick.
Okay.
I like toys that are machine washable. For my
Oh,
tub, I like machine washable toys, man. I definitely like machine washable toys. I'm lazy, man.
Yeah.
I don't like pet clothes. I don't
No.
ever see my dog in pet clothes.
Never.
You say that, man. Well, I'm gonna come there one day and Michonne gonna have on a sweater. I'm be like, Big A.
No, absolutely not. Nope. That'll never happen. Nope. I'm telling you, I mean that sincerely. Yeah. Yep. Hey, to each his own. Whoever want to do their thing, do it. But hey, that'll never happen. Who's that? Who's that?
Casino.
Yeah. Hey, what's happening, Casino?
Man, what's going on, man? I came in late. I was trying to see if y'all mentioned puppy pads for the puppies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I get mine. I don't know if everybody got this store called Ross where y'all live at.
Yeah.
But you wouldn't think they'd have puppy pads and shit. So you know how Ross got everything marked down?
Yeah.
Y'all can get puppy pads from Ross. I just wanted to tell everybody you can get puppy pads from Ross, and they come in like 50. They got 50 packs and 100 packs, and they be like, hey, it's cheaper than other places. You know what I'm saying?
Say less.
So, I just want to let y'all know that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Hey,
Okay.
for real though, because at Walmart, man, it's gonna be expensive. I'm a Wally World guy, man. Like, I be tearing Walmart up, tearing Walmart cat raggedy, man. But like I said, the dollar store thing y'all was talking about, bro. Like, you ain't said nothing slick to a can of oil. I'm there. I'm through there. You understand
Yeah, go
me?
through there. Yeah, I'm already know. Everybody need, like, anytime I find something that's cheaper, I'm gonna let everybody know, because shit, I know everybody got them. You know what I'm saying? We ain't rich. You know what I'm saying? We gotta. Hey, if we can find it cheaper, we gotta find it cheaper.
Yeah. That's
And
hey,
another thing too.
Go ahead, you know.
Another thing too. Get them cages. Like, get them cages that where the urine drops to the bottom, and then like they got a tray on the bottom, and they standing like on a rack. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, yes, sir.
That's the best cage for puppies, right? And if you're gonna keep them outside, on that puppy pad, get you some flea and tick spray. Spray the puppy pad, and it won't be no flies. Ain't no flies gonna come over there.
Good game, bro. Good game.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all I had, man. I just wanted to,
No, that's I ain't gonna lie, because you put me on game with that. I was just saying, like, I want to cover the puppy pad, but they be tearing them up. You know what I'm saying? So I be like,
yeah, you gotta get the cage where they can't step on it. You get the cage, but it's up under them. You know what I'm saying? That's the best cage for puppy, and it's the best cage. I'm about to start. Well, I ain't gonna say that. I don't like telling what I'm gonna do, but listen, it's the best cage for a pit bull. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know y'all see tragedies that be happening. Like, a pit bull might break out and attack somebody or anything like that. You want to get the cage. It's like metal bar. It's like a little jail. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you go on my page, you'll see I got one of them. I got some of them. Like, that's the best one. That's the best one, because they can't get out of that shit, and they can't rip up the puppy pad. And if they use the bathroom when you're not at home, They not standing in it. It go up under them. It go straight to that puppy pad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that
And
was.
like you were saying, man, like with the saving money thing, that's why I got the slap mill I got. I was like, bro, like I appreciate the dog trotters and the fire paws and all that stuff, man. But look here, bro. You know what I'm saying? I actually need something to go to spin when the dog is on it. You know what I'm saying? So I went with the Amazon, the Amazon special, that paw paws, right? But like, to each his own. I also don't really sell a lot of dogs like that. So my stuff coming out of my own personal money. You know what I mean? But it is what it is, man. Shout out to you, Casino. Salute.
And salute y'all, man. I just wanted to put my little 2 cents, man.
Well, I appreciate you, bro.
Appreciate y'all doing what y'all doing, man. Keep doing it.
For sure.
All right.
Yes, sir.
It's a young fam said, you want the cheap stuff? Check the bin stores and Dollar Tree, all that. So I did see that, and I did see what Big C said too. It's certain stuff I get, like okay, like the buffalo horn, I get that. I look at it, you know what I'm saying? Because he says 100% buffalo. The other ones, I like them tires. I buy tires and tennis balls from anywhere. You know what I mean? I buy tires and tennis balls from anywhere because they're machine washable. And typically with those, I'll wash them with either sensitive skin soap or no soap at all. Just bring them and wash them off and make sure there's no chemicals from how they was manufactured on there that's gonna hurt the dog, right? Like that little tire I got right there, I got it from Walmart. You know what I'm saying? My sleeves, they're machine washable. You know what I'm saying? So I'm big on things that I can clean easily. I'm telling you right now, your life with your dog will be a lot happier if everything is convenient. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying to do convenient things. I'm telling you, make your life with your dogs convenient for you. You know what I'm saying? Like with my treadmill, it gets dirty, right? So I come in here with bleach and water and just let the treadmill run and spray it while it's running, so I can make sure I hit the whole belt. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not about to sit there and take it apart and take the belt off. I'm gonna just spray it with the treadmill running with no dog on there. You know what I'm saying? Like this is like whatever makes your life easy, that's what you're gonna continue to do. If it's a difficult task, you might do it and you might thug it out, but you're gonna be wasting time on tasks you should be focusing on, like getting your dog in shape, spending time with them, conditioning them, learning how they act, being able to watch them because you're so busy doing a 3-step cleaning process. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, salute. Big A, you there? Am I there? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Yeah. Cool. But nah, Big A, we had that hour mark anyways, man. It's about time for Victoria.
Yeah, man. We got about 13 minutes for Toyo.
Oh, okay.
Show.
So you moved. Okay, so it's all right. I don't be knowing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, I do that because we got just a slight smidgen of bit of time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of smidgen of time, man. When I get up here this morning, man, Big A, I'm not fasting no more. I don't know if I told you that. I stopped fasting 77.
Yeah.
I'll probably pick it back up, man. But bro, I be hungry. I don't get hangry anymore because I was the intermittent fasting I did for months. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Man, like it's not the morning. It's not the mornings to be killing me, but it's the evenings. Like if I get home late from work, man, I have to rush dinner. Now I can't do my evening walk. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, come on, bro. Like I need that flexibility. When I get out of the military, I can be a little more disciplined. Right now, man, you gotta get how you live. Shout out to Wayne in the building. Salute.
Wayne, what's happening? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Zip ties. Man. Zip ties is another thing I have with puppies. Man, I be zip tying everything with puppies. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got my crates are bolted together and they zip tied.
Everything. I can attest to that.
Yeah, everything. Zip tied like a mug. Bolted together and zip tied. I got center blocks in here right now to keep the cages away because Kazi grabbed Saki on the face the other day. She was barking and rocked her cage over close so that she could grab his face. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And of course, she got a hold of him. You know, so I come home, my dog face all scarred up. You know what I mean? So I put center blocks in there to separate the kennels so they can't. You know, I locked the casters. I got them sitting on 4x4s. You know what I'm saying? But she was able to rock it over on the 4x4s, rock it over there and get close. So I had to put them center blocks in here.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. It's ghetto rigged, but it keeps the dog safe, man. It keeps them safe and keeps from being all scarred up. My dogs are show dogs, man. You know, they do work. I take them out in the public. I cannot be happy with no scarred up dogs with the stuff I do, bro. I can't.
Nope. Yeah, man. Man, look at them pups right there, boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta get this. I gotta get the treadmill set up for this new litter. Like I said, like I just leave it on, leave it running. I sit them right next to it and just let it run the whole time, even before their eyes open. You know, so I just come here and let it run for an hour or two at a time. And by the time they get 2 or 3 weeks old, it's just background noise to them. You know what I'm saying? There is no.
Yeah.
I cut it on, they jumping back, they looking crazy, like.
Yep.
So plastic bottles, yes. Paper bags, yes. I like to get the I keep 2x4s out here. I bang them together because it's loud. You know what I'm saying? It's loud, and I bang the 2x4s together, simulate gun sounds. You know what I'm saying? I can't afford a blank gun. My guns shoot real bullets. Blank guns is I ain't got it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got it. But yeah, man, that's the closest thing I get. And like you said, the 4th of July, pop off the fireworks every now and then. A loud car goes by every so often. I live by train tracks, planes flying overhead. They get good sensory overload stuff, man. Good sensory overload stuff. Oh, I tell you another thing I'm gonna do with my puppy. This puppy right here. You know what I'm saying? I ain't messing around with Saki or Kazi because I might get bit. They have gun ranges here in Arizona that are like you can just drive off to the side of the road. It'd be like a dirt road that says firing area, and you can just drive off the road a good distance. I think it's like 150 meters from the road, and it has to have a berm, but you can just shoot. And with this puppy, while it's a puppy, I'm gonna take it out there and expose it to real gunfire, and so we can go to the next level. You know what I'm saying? And I can make sure they're good gun dogs.
Yeah.
Yep, flags. That's another one. Another thing I'm not doing with this puppy, bro. I'm not letting this puppy get used to biting mops and brooms, bro. I have gone through. I bet money. I've had over 20 mops and brooms at my house because my dogs, like, I have flirted them with them just playing around, and like now when they get loose, whatever, man, mop heads everywhere.
I'm glad you said that because that's something that I'm real keen on. I learned that at a young age, man. All that little stuff, man, it count. I could take a mop, I could mop in front of Michonne, sweep in front of Michonne, and she started off like that too. But it's all those little things that you that you allow at the beginning, even though it may be fun. And I like that's why I say, man, my wife, man, she got these hair ties, man, these little the hair things, man, and I was telling her, don't, I'm trying to correct her. And with my back turned, she letting Michonne bite on the little hair tie and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So to this day, if you have a hair tie, if a woman has a hair tie, Michonne going straight for it. And I'll be like, man, you see what you did? You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And then it'd be like, you know what I'm saying? Little stuff like that, man. So I don't like, even though it's fun, I like stuff because the main thing for me is control. You know what I'm saying? I need to have, boundaries or whatnot. So even though they get hyped, and one thing I don't do, I used to do this. I used to do towels and t-shirts. I don't do that at all. You know what I'm saying? Because that type of stuff, it carries over as they get grown, man. And it's a triggering point. Like the balls, like, you know what I'm saying? With Michonne and the basketballs, any kind of leather type bouncing ball, Michonne gonna act crazy. She was like that as a pup, kind of, but not to the point to where she is now. Yeah. And that's all because I allowed it,
Yeah, see, that girl throw it off, bro. You hear basketball, it's a different dog. Not nobody's home. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But it's those little small things that count in the long haul, Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, this is why I like puppies over getting a grown dog. I don't have to fix nothing. None of these things. I'm telling you right now, right? and I was talking to Big A about this. There's a lot of things I can fix. I can make both my dogs house dogs, but the level of correction I'm gonna have to fix on these dogs to make them live in my house the way I expect dogs to live in my house, it would affect my relationship with my dog. That's like if you got kids and you spoil them their whole life and then they get grown and you pull away that veil, you created it. You created this needy, dependent person. You know what I'm saying? You didn't teach them responsibility. You didn't teach them self-reliance. You didn't do that. You created it. The same thing with your dog, bro. You know what I'm saying? I created these dogs. They are destructive by nature, but I raised them. And they can tell you, I raise my dogs like working dogs. I don't raise them like they're working dogs first, family always, right? And so, like, with that being said, my dogs are treated like police dogs. You know, I work with them, I play with them, but when I can't be with them, they're completely confined. You know what I'm saying? All the time when I'm not around, because that's what working dogs do. When they come out, they got pent up energy. They're always ready to work. Always, they should always. When I open that cage door, they should be ready to work.
Yeah. So, casino, man. So, like, now I feel like constant correction is a must. I don't care what the dog, you know what I'm saying? What kind of dog? It's just how you correct the dog. Yeah. Some dogs need firmer correction than other dogs. It goes by the place. But like I say, that for me, the first 48 hours. That's why I say, if you do have the opportunity or you have the power to, man, if take those 2 days off or try to have it to where you get the pup with those 2 days off, because introducing, it's like me taking you to Airbnb or something like that, and you don't know it's an Airbnb, and it's like a big mansion and stuff like that, and you walk through the door and I'm like, yeah, man, this y'all, man, and you like, ooh, this all me, and you walking around the whole house like you doing whatever you want to around the whole house. It's your new introduction. You just running through doing whatever you want to do, and that's what it's like with the pups. So walking them through the door and telling them and correcting them, nope, you can't go in this room, nope, can't go here, stay here, boom, 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 and staying on top of it consistently, it's already letting them know, because you are the alpha no matter what. You supposed to be, at least you supposed to be, you know what I'm saying, of it. So, you know, giving them setting those boundaries immediately as soon as they hit that door, it counts. Just like I was talking about the little you know, like you were talking about the broom, and I'm talking about the little hair tie or whatever, you know what I'm saying? The setting them boundaries is the most important thing that you can do walking through the door. Not like a couple of hours after you walk through the door, not the next day, 2-3 days later. No, as soon as you walk through the door, you setting boundaries, you know? Yeah,
and I say this, I believe this, and with my training strategy, one good correction beats 1,000 bad ones.
Man.
Okay? All it takes is one good correction. I'll give you an example. Okay. The first thing for compulsion I do with my dogs every day is when I feed them, I get ready to sit the bowl down. If they jump on me to try to get the bowl, I pick it back up.
Yep.
I'm at the point now where my dogs will literally, like, they'll be backing up. If I try to push the food in their face, they'll go on their back legs and back away from me. And I've never struck them. I've never hit them to take the food away ever. It's just, okay, one day, the first time I feed them, food goes on the ground. You eat before I say eat, I pick it up. That's it. One day. It might take 10 minutes the first day. The next day it might take 8 minutes. The next day it might take 7 minutes. But like now, I go outside at feeding time. I'm gonna report it one day. Like I'm gonna show you, like, I'm gonna push the food in my dog's face, and like they're gonna be like, nah, I'm not touching that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not touching that. And then they sit there. They might even start chattering. Their teeth will be chattering. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know they want the food. He just chattering. I go eat the food. They go eat. You know, that's because like it seems like a lot of work, but it's not. And each dog you get better. That's only okay. Like with Saki and Kazi, I got my routine down with them. But there's things like, okay, with the mop, the broom, I messed that up. I botched that. That's done.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't even want to hurt my dog to fix that problem because I created that problem. And I'm gonna have to get a shock collar or a choke chain, and like as soon as they see it and they react, I'm gonna have to boom. It's gonna be a strong. It's more correction than what I'm willing to give on my dog. Period. Call it a soft heart, call it whatever you want to. But I'm not doing it to them. But with this puppy, it's different. With this puppy, is okay. I know I know for a fact I messed that up with the last dogs I had. I'm not doing that again. You know what I'm saying? I want to be able to mop in peace. I want to be able to sweep the backyard in peace. I want to be able to mow the lawn in peace, bro.
Yeah.
These are the things right here. This is why you go to certain breeders, because the journey, it's people that's already at where I'm talking about being at. I'm not there yet, but I'm gonna get there. You know what I'm saying? But even when it comes to coming home with you, with my puppies, by the time it come home with you, it knows a pee pad. It knows to go outside. You know, these are things that like you might not value them until you value them.
Yep.
You know,
That's
I started off
like having. Oh, go ahead, bro. My bad.
I started off with my dogs on chains outside, right? Like that's how I was taught. It wasn't until I started moving into the city that I had to have dogs inside. I didn't realize what I didn't know. I thought I knew everything about dogs. I knew everything about outside dogs. I knew nothing about inside dogs. You know what I'm saying? Knew nothing. Yeah. So I'm learning this as I go, because we didn't have dogs inside as a kid.
Yeah, man. We took up that 13 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead and make your statement. I want to hear what you had to say, and then we'll close it out.
To me, having all those things is a luxury, and you don't know it's a luxury until you have those things. Being able to have a dog that's a bulldog, that's an outside dog that you can have inside, have them around kids, have them around, be a family dog, and the whole nine. That's a luxury to me. Being able to mow your lawn without having the dog trying to eat the lawnmower, or like you say, with the broom, and not be worried that somebody walking around with a towel and your dog, it trigger your dog, or stuff like that. Man, to me, those are luxuries that that can improve and increase your bond with the dog, and allow you to do have more freedom in your life to do things jointly and solo.
For sure, man.
Yeah,
I appreciate you, Big A, man. And
yes, sir.
We're gonna get you over to the cookout, man. Today for the cookout, man, I'm bringing napkins. Toyo, I'm touched, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I got napkins, and I got forks and spoons, bro. You know what I'm saying? I got them from Everything's a Dollar Store. I got 100 count. That's all y'all get.
Yeah, I'm bringing some St. Louis style ribs, man. Yeah.
And before y'all start talking junk, just know, you get ready to eat that macaroni salad or that mac and cheese salad over there, you're gonna look real goofy eating it with your hands without them forks and plates that the forks that talking about. So
yeah,
mind your business. Man. All right, but yeah, let me hit y'all with this, man. Y'all know how we do, man. Big A, you wanna make a round before I get out here?
Oh man, y'all know what it is. Appreciate y'all kicking it with us this morning, man. Man, let's get over to that cookout, because we a little behind schedule. Well,
for sure, man. You know what I'm saying? But y'all know how we do. I don't force prayer on nobody, but I pray with everybody who's willing to pray with me. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know that, man. You know what I'm saying? It's we halfway through the week. It's hump day. You might need this push. You know what I'm saying? I might need this push, but God willing, God's speed on everybody's life. I'm gonna pray with you. We're gonna say the Neo Dog Man chant. We're gonna get up out of here, and I'm going over to the cookout. Listen to my brother Toyo cook up this morning, because he had me scared yesterday when he was bringing up the topics. You know what I'm saying? Just so you know, man, that show is real cringeworthy. Like it's binge-worthy content, but it's real cringy. Like I don't ever know what he's gonna say out his mouth, bro. So I be real cautious when I go over there. You know what I'm saying? For real. But yeah, man. Here we go, y'all. May the Lord watch between you and me while we are absent, one from another. Amen.
Amen.
And like we always say, man, for the love of the dogs, for the love of the game.
Peace.
Yeah. Beat drop slow, head not flow.
Blood don't lie, it's that old yellow line. Sack it from the south, Michonne on the rise. Boogeyman bark, leave a mark every time. We don't breed for clout, we breed for spine. DNA thick, can't clone this pride. That That Shogun blood, yeah, the legends don't die. Started with Boogeyman, ghost in the chain, locked in the game, never moved for fame. Old mountain lions run deep in the flame. Sock about the fire, Michonne brought the name. Then came Fat Boy, muscle in the frame. Man, hard, put respect on the name. Shotgun smooth, but the work insane. Sugar sweet jit, but a bite ain't tame. Kiki in the back, had a game in the veins. Gatorade heavy, ran it straight through the rain. Red Ninja close, watch him work in the lane. Renegade rider can't hold that chain. Blood don't lie, it's that old yellow line. Saki from the south, Michonne on the rise. Boogeyman bark, leave a mark every time. We don't breed for clout, we breed for spine. DNA thick, can't clone this pride. That Shogun blood, yeah, the legends don't die. Ain't no luck, just grit and grind. Every dog here put work in time. Lady Rage got that fire in her eyes. Red alert taught us how to recognize signs.